Okay.
in you and your business.
And
And
the
all I'm
business
asking
is
for you to
the
do
business
is
is
meet me
and the
halfway.
business is for the
I'm
girls.
asking you to meet
And the
me
business is so that I can pay for them to go to school. That is why I'm doing this. That's why I make cards for Destiny's Makeup Artistry, and that's why I'm trying to support her becoming a makeup artist. Wait, you want to record it? Become recorded. That's why I'm trying to make sure. That's why I'm trying to make sure that Gracie can go to Catholic school, and that's what I'm trying to do. How much money have I made from Poshmark so far?
And how much have you put towards our house?
I put a lot of it towards the house.
Ginger, it's
Majority of it.
$7,000 a month. How much you put towards
The
the house?
majority of it I put.
How much you put towards
The
our
majority
house?
of it I put towards the house.
Doing
Robert.
what?
Doing what I'm doing.
What?
Every
You buy
time
more clothes.
Do you think all the money that I'm making goes back?
It doesn't go towards bills because that's what I do every month.
It doesn't go towards bills. That's
So what
true.
does it go to?
If I had the money,
what does it go towards to, Ginger?
The point was,
put it on the video
I
what
put
it
it
goes
on
towards
video.
to.
I'm putting the
What
video.
does it go towards to?
I'm putting on the video. It goes towards what the girls need. Things
Like
that you
what?
don't-
I bought their clothes. I bought the
You
food.
don't buy their clothes. You don't buy all that stuff.
What do you
I
buy?
things, and I buy food too. And
What do
I
yes, for you.
not just for me.
What have you bought to put in the
So
house?
you're saying I haven't spent any money at all in this house towards anything with my money?
I'm saying, see, you keep saying
I'm asking
your
you a
money.
question.
You keep
Well,
saying
you're
your
talking about my
money.
money from my
You
business.
keep saying your money from
yes,
your
my
business.
business from yes, because
Your money.
So
it's your money
so
when
it's
you
your
make
money.
it. But
So it's
then
your
you
money
ask,
when you make it. It's your money when you make it. So I have to ask you for it.
because Ginger, you can't balance a book.
I can't balance the checkbook.
No, you can't.
I can't.
No.
So before you, what did I do?
I don't know, Ginger. What did you do? Because that's all I do every day, 24/7. I keep this house running. 24. It's a 24/7 job.
And thank you very much for doing that. But
Really?
I don't contribute at all.
You get your nails done.
You pay for that too, right?
Listen, disagree or agree, man. Shout out to the content creator. Listen, this is actually an older video that's been out for a while, but I never got a chance to get around to reacting to it. So finally, listen, man. Listen. Number one, the disrespect that he's receiving. And not from her in the sense of like she's attacking him like very, very verbally, right? But I tell you, and I've always said it, women have a way with the tongue, right? And let me start with her. Let me start with her, because I feel like I gotta save a lot for the gentleman in this video. But let me start with her. First and foremost, as a woman, you recording a video and putting this online, hey, appreciate the content, but that's a no-go. That right there already breaks the loyalty of the family brand, the family trust. Because from day one, you've always heard, don't share don't share what's going on in your house in the streets, right? No matter what, man. Because when you allow everybody to have a point in your house, it's destruction. When everybody can speak on what's going on with your business in house, it's always destruction, right? And when it's out there, you don't get a chance to fix it or come to some type of conclusion to try to make the household back whole if something's broken. Because now those pieces that's broken is outside the house and you can't fix them. So that right there in itself was her breaking the trust of the family loyalty and brand by recording it. I don't subscribe to that. No matter what we got going on, no matter what we have going on inside our household, we got to keep our business to ourselves and not to the streets. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I had a old coworker, man, and I never knew this term because I never had to deal with it. And one thing that he said, I forgot, I think I was hitting him up for something. Or maybe he called me about something, some business stuff, but he was just kind of upset. He was like, man, never create a homemaker. And I'm like, what the heck is a homemaker? And he broke it down. He was like, never just have your wife at home and just that's her job is to be a homemaker. He was like, always allow her to do something that's not only raising the kids, that's not only her life surrounds just building up a home. And I thought that's what it was supposed to be, right? I thought that's what women wanted when it comes to living life and them being catered to, them being taken care of, where they don't have to work, the bills are paid, right? They can keep their nails done, their eyelashes, their hair. They can, I thought that's what it was for. You go make the money and they manage the house and the kids. But I would say this young lady here is definitely the way that she was coming at, bro. Very ungrateful, man. Very ungrateful. And again, we only getting a snapshot of what the argument is, but there's a lot to unpack there. You see what I'm saying? So on to the main part of this, which is the guy. Here's the thing. He on the money. He absolutely correct on how he went about it as far as what he's saying. But I would say what he messed up at is he didn't stand in his masculine presence. He kind of met her at her level on a feminine presence. He's arguing back and forth for her. I know he's trying his best to be calm, but that's what he messed up at. You see what I'm saying? Soon he saw her break out that camera, he should have shut it down. He shouldn't even have went back and forth with her, and then it just giving her more fuel to the fire so she can go out and be like, see, this is what I'm dealing with. See, this is what's going on. That's the type of vibe she's giving off. So I think off jump, soon he seen her recording, nah, we ain't doing that. Shut it down. That's the first thing, because him as a man, he has to protect the household. And it's not always physically protecting the household. This right here is protecting the brand of the household. You see what I'm saying? And that's even way more important, because that's something you deal with every day. Somebody breaking your house, they may not never happen, right? But him going out in public opinion, and that can affect not only him and his career, his wife and his kids. You have to protect the brand. So that in itself, now that's on the internet forever. You have to protect the brand, man, of the family. That's number one. Number two, again, all the back and forth, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Especially if I'm no one paying all the bills, right? And everything that I contribute, keep the house running 24/7, like he said. And all she do is, hey, when she get a little money from what she doing, and she using it herself, which is fine if that's what they got set up, which they have set up. But you not about to disrespect me in my house talking about I don't do this and I don't do that. Nah, see, yeah. See, this is why part of it is, listen, women are always gonna what they call shit test you. You see what I'm saying? But that's one thing, but disrespecting is a whole nother thing, right? We had to get some respect, and somehow he's allowed her to be just run amok and be disrespectful. One thing I seen in this video, right? And again, I appreciate bro for holding it down, how he holding it down. He like he clean shaven, like he actually go to work. I can tell just based on the way where they are in the garage. Seems like it's a really nice house, even just based on the garage. You see what I'm saying? But I would say this: he look out of shape. He look out of shape, man. And the way his mannerisms as he's reacting, you could tell he not in his masculine. And so like that, I believe like the way you carry yourself in your masculine energy, the way you look, you're not gonna be tested a lot. You're not gonna be tested a lot, man. And I can just tell like him, I'm sure he's working a lot, he's tired, but no, we can't let that run amok. We can't let that run amok where we're being disrespected in the house and we paying all the bills. See, this is what we run into. This is what we run into. That right there, when you don't keep yourself in the best masculine image, in the best masculine energy, this is what's gonna happen. And look, what the crazy part about it, this is what's going on throughout the country with a lot of married men. Because a lot of them out of shape, right? Again, I'm not going to say he don't keep himself up. Cause again, he had a haircut. You could say his beard was lined up and stuff like that, but that's only part of it. The main thing is keeping that masculine frame. And when you get out of shape, you lose your masculine frame. And so you run when it does happen with these situations of, your wife testing you or whatever, because listen, that don't stop. I don't care what it is. You can have the most sweetest wife. They're going to test you on something. You see what I'm saying? That's not a problem. That's just what it is, right? They emotional, things just happen, right? That ain't what it is. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when it goes beyond the test and it goes into disrespect, that's when it's like it has to be shut down. And the fact that he couldn't shut it down, so he went into arguing back and forth, that's where the problem lies, man. So for all the men out there, because trust me, this is just a peek behind the curtain on what's going on with all the men in the country that's married or in relationships who's in his situation, have kids, they providing everything. And it just, man, when you stop taking care of yourself though, right? You pour everything into the family and the kids, you lose yourself and they stop respecting you. And this is why I'm mad at the way society has painted the picture, has told the story on how men should be, right? And a lot of us fell victim to. I fell victim to it early. Like, man, we got to do this and this for women. This is how we're supposed to treat women. And it's like, that's not the truth, right? Women don't respond to that. That's what was told in these Disney movies and this and that. Women do not respond to that. They just don't, right? Listen, women do want to be taken. They don't want to work. Listen, let's get this out of the way. Women do not want to work. They will work because they want to play money, right? But if they can get it from a guy and the guy paying, listen, they not going to work. And I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, work is hard. But the thing about it is, even though women, a lot of them want this situation, a lot of them have never been in that situation or even seen that situation to know how to respect it. And so for men who were told that, hey, this is how it's supposed to be, nah, it don't add up, man. Because women are not being told the same story. Trust and believe. They're not. So this is what you run into right here. But man, woo, this was, yeah, man, I hate it for bro. I hate it for him because so many men go through this every single day. They're showing up for their family. They're pouring their value into their household, right? They're showing up for the kids. They're doing things for the wife to try to keep her happy. But in the midst of all of that, they lose themselves, man. They lose themselves. And I speak on this because I was right at the cusp of losing myself. I had got overweight, right? My wife, I wasn't overweight when I met my wife, trust and believe. But I got overweight, I started to lose myself, and I can tell the changes that were starting to happen. I can tell. And they're just inevitable, and that's how it is. Because if you don't respect yourself, how can you expect anybody else to respect you? Right? If you don't take care of yourself, how can you expect anybody else to take care of you? You see what I'm saying? Now coming back to the other side, are we back to normal? You feel me? Hey, and better. So with that being said, man, listen, shout out to the content creator. Like the video if you got any value from it. Subscribe and share this video out if anybody hasn't seen this video. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. But listen, with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.